Throughout life, we strive to understand ourselves as best we can. And so naturally, cognitive psychological tests have emerged from this desire. Or maybe they came first. Either way, boy oh boy, do us humans love a good personality test. It was about 3 years ago now that I did the 16 personalities Myers-Briggs personality test out of sheer curiosity. You fill out this form on this very aesthetically pleasing website, answer the questions as best and truthfully as you can, and at the end it'll spit out one of 16 four-letter acronyms that best describe who and what you are. When I did the test, I came out as an INFJ, introverted, intuitive, feeling, and judging. Or a wizard, if you will. Now, my plan for today was 3 years later to do the test again. I wanted to see if I had changed at all because I feel like maybe I have, but I don't know. I don't really understand myself. Do any of us truly understand me? However, after doing some more research and also talking to my patrons, I came to the shocking discovery that the 16 personality test is invalid, inaccurate, and baloney. Adam Grant, an organizational psychologist at the University of Pennsylvania, says this: "There's no evidence behind it. The characteristics measured by this test have almost no predictive power on how happy you'll be in a situation, how you'll perform at your job, or how happy you'll be in your marriage." And so I got reading other people's opinions and articles about how this test isn't entirely accurate for many reasons that I, for full transparency, do not fully understand. Now, I will say I am not a psychologist. In fact, I dropped out of psychology at A levels. I'm just remembering now. I just completely forgot I tried to study psychology, and funnily enough, I've stored that to the back of my brain. What does that mean? Either way, what I'm saying is I am not a fountain of knowledge when it comes to this. I'm not even a garden sprinkler of knowledge. I'm not very knowledgeable about this, but I find it very interesting. So I try to understand where I can. Now, I don't really hold much weight to the fact that I am a wizard or an INFJ, as I've always been a bit skeptical about these kind of tests anyway. Being British inherently makes me a skeptical vegetable, if you will. Not necessarily in the validity of them, but just that I've never particularly liked being labeled, and when there's only 16 options, I can't help but feel that it's a bit maybe limiting. Kind of like you're boxing yourself into something and saying, this is what I am, but that is just me. I totally understand why some people really like this kind of thing, because it gives you a sense of belonging and self-understanding, and also you'll naturally bond with people over a shared interest in the personality types. And that's all gravy with me. I've been saying gravy a lot recently. I don't know why. So after a little bit more research and with the help of my patron, I've decided that in today's video, I'm gonna do a slightly different cognitive test. It's called the Keys to Cognitive Function test. It's not quite as pretty as the 16 personalities test. The website's yellow. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just thought I'd point it out. And I don't believe there's a funky 3D modeled archetype waiting for us at the finish line. But from what I've read, this is supposedly more accurate and informative. So let's just give it a go, see where we end up, and see if we can understand what's going on up in here a little bit more. So, multiple choice, once again, not me to exactly me. Let's have a look. Question 1. Freely follow your gut instincts and exciting physical impulses as they come up. I mean, yeah, over the years, I've definitely become a lot more spontaneous. I do trust my gut instincts quite a lot, even if they do tend to sometimes be wrong. So, you know what? I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna go with my gut and I'm gonna say exactly me. Does that sound like something that someone who goes with their gut would do? I don't know. Okay. Offer various unrelated ideas and see what potential they might suggest. No, I don't think so. This is little me, maybe little me. Little me, this is little me, this is little PJ. Hello, Editing PJ here. I don't believe that I fully understood this question in the video, because in hindsight, I believe it's about creative problem solving, which is literally filmmaking all of the time. I think if I had understood the question at the time, I would have definitely put exactly me, because I am all about finding creative workarounds and solutions to solving tricky problems. So yeah, just pretend I put exactly me. All right, back on with the video. 3. Determine success by measurement or other objective methods such as time taken. So do I determine success along the lines of something like how long it took? No. Just because something takes you a long time, I don't think that necessarily makes it a success. No, this is not me. This is no. Question 4. Feel inclined to be responsible for and take care of others' feelings. It's kind of circumstantial, really. It depends on who the person is and, I am very aware of other people's feelings, and I try as hard as I can to think, how will this action affect someone else's feelings? Take care. I mean, I don't know. I want to say somewhat me. Okay, moving on. Experience a premonition or foresee the distant future. Excuse me, what? Do no, can I see the future? Is this asking me when I do something, can I foresee how that might be taken by other? Shouldn't have dropped out of psychology at A-level. It's a little me, it's a little PJ, I don't. Yeah, kind of, a little bit, is most somewhat me. I'd say somewhat, yeah, somewhat. 6, notice whether the details in front of you match what they are accustomed to. I do not understand this question. Yeah, I think, mostly me, I would say, from what I understand. Be guided by a definition, logical deduction, or other nugget of reasoning. Right, okay, I see what it's asking. Am I guided by logical thinking? I do try to think logically. You know what? I think this is exactly me. This is like exactly me, I think. 8, feel strongly that something is good or bad. Ooh, sometimes yes, but then other times I can definitely see that there's like a big gray area. So I think considering sometimes I'm polar opposites of that, I think that's gotta be somewhat me, straight in the middle. 9, compassionately take on someone else's needs as your own. Yeah, I would say in friendships and relationships, you've got to, you do that. You naturally do that. And sometimes, yeah, like any human being, I falter a little bit on that, but I would say that is mostly me. 10, construct an argument to convince someone using evidence clearly in front of you both. That sounds very confrontational. I am not a confrontational person. I would, no, it's not me. It's not me. I would probably just not even, where's little me? It's little me. 11, achieve a metamorphosis, definitive insight, or powerful vision of change. Ooh, okay, so like evolving once you've learned something. I believe so, I do think so, I hope. Yeah, come on, that's exactly me. That's mostly me. It's exactly me. It's mostly me. 12, compare an experience against a storehouse of familiar experiences to find what's reliable. What is a storehouse? What is that? Okay, so it's asking, do I use past experiences to compare to the current situation to figure out the most reliable way to solve the problem? Yeah, mostly. 13, remain in touch with what you want for yourself, what motivates you, and what is good. Exactly me. That's exactly me. I'm always asking myself, what do I even want? What do I want? Am I happy doing this? Do I want this? 14, apply leverage to a situation to solve a problem personally using minimal effort. If this is asking what I think it's asking, I would say that's not me. Could be wrong. If so, scrap the whole thing, but I think that's the correct way to go. 15, enjoy the thrill of action and physical experience in the present moment. Yeah, I would say so. I think in the past I used to be like, yeah, let me quickly film this, but now I'm a lot more just enjoy the moment, and if I happen to capture it on camera, excellento. If I don't, so be it. There will be other experiences. So I would say exactly me. 16, enjoy playing with random interconnections and patterns. Huh, is this saying like, so some people believe that, for example, certain numbers follow them, like the number 13. Some people might say, oh, I see the number 13 everywhere. It follows me, this must mean something. I think I'm cursed. I believe that if you keep seeing the number 13, that's only because the number 13 is presenting itself in that situation. You wouldn't give a second thought if you saw the number 14 because you're not thinking about the number 14. It's only when you see 13 that you think, hold on, that's that number again. Does that make sense? Basically what I'm saying is if that's what this is, then that's not me at all. 17, recognize and usually adhere to shared values, feelings, and social norms to get along. Yeah, of course. 18, conceive of a comprehensive plan to maximize progress towards multiple goals at once. I mean, I have been known to min-max in video games, but I think this is maybe different. Wait, what am I saying? Of course not. No, of course not. Trying to achieve no. Oh, if I do this one thing in this certain way, I can achieve like 4 tasks at once. No, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. I wish that could be me, but that's I'm 19. Freely enjoy doing what you want for your own personal happiness. Yeah, for the most part, yes. As I said earlier, friendships and relationships have to be taken into account here. There are some things you've got to, compromise, trade, whatever. But for the most part, hell yeah. 20, concisely reference multiple frameworks at once while problem solving. Using multiple frameworks at once, that sounds very complicated. I'm gonna say not me. When solving a problem, my brain is like, one thing at a time, does this help? No, yes. If yes, go this way. If no, go this way, you know? 21, gain a profound realization from a mystical state or sudden release of emotions. No. That's not to say that I don't feel emotions, but maybe little me actually, a little PJ. If I see, for example, a video that gives me a very strong reaction of an emotion, I don't know if I gain profound realizations. It's almost like I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. That's sure. That now I understand that means that then. I'm not like, whoa, everything I ever thought was a lie. Emotion has been processed, moving on. I'm not sure if I was ready to open this can of worms. 22, follow steps to ensure tasks are predictable and completed correctly. Okay, so let's take a very simple example, building IKEA furniture. The rules are stated very simply, yet somehow I still manage to mess it up. Things go on backwards, things go on upside down. I struggle to follow the steps. And I think it's because I just assume it. I'm just like, well, it probably is a shelf, it screws in here. And then I realized that it wasn't a shelf, that was a part of a toilet. This is a little me, this is a little PJ. Little sometimes, but not often. 23. Engage life's magical moments and meaningful coincidences as they happen, not me. Meaningful coincidences? I don't really see a coincidence as anything other than it's just like, oh, this happened before, sort of, in a way, in another way, in another version. But then, oh man, I don't know if I'm comfortable with. Suddenly I don't know if I feel comfortable learning this about no, we're comfortable, we're gonna keep going, we're persevering. I'm learning stuff about me, we're gonna keep going. 24, quickly move to take advantage of immediate options for action. Nah. In this particular circumstance, I might recognize an opportunity to act, be like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to do this. And then I just won't. Sometimes I will, and when I do, it feels amazing. 25, always remain true to what you want for yourself or others. Hell yes. Is there an option after exactly me? Precisely me? Totally me? That's me? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, obviously, because if I'm not doing that, then what am I? Just a sludge monster. I'm just a goblin sludge monster, just who doesn't believe in anything, I suppose. 26, analyze and critique what doesn't fit with a well-defined principle. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think most of the time, yes, I would. 27, review a lot of information over time to confirm what is customary or standard. I'm gonna need to read that one again. I don't know, but I'm gonna say not me because I don't think so. That sounds like it's gonna take a lot of time. I am a very impatient person. I want it all now. Feel attracted to the symbolic, archetypal, or mysterious. What, like unicorns? I don't know about this one, man. 29, instantly read visible cues to see just how far you can go. I like to think that I can sometimes read visible cues. I don't know if I would say I then use that to see how far can I push this? I'm gonna say not me because of the second part of this. Or maybe, unless it's in a non-nefarious manner, if I'm reading a cue and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't go any further, then maybe, you know what, maybe I'm gonna do a Xbox 360 or Xbox 180, and I'm gonna actually say exactly me. Because I think I understand it now. It's like, read a cue and then be like, PJ, stop there, stop. 30, keep following tangents and new ideas without limiting yourself to one. Yes, that is mostly me. What am I saying, PJ? When I get my mind set on something, it's that or it goes in the bin. So it's actually maybe little me. It depends on what stage of the development process I'm in. For example, when I wanted to make a claw machine, I said to myself, I want to make a claw machine, and then I wouldn't rest until it was done. People told me, PJ, it can't be done. It's not possible. It's not gonna happen. And I kept saying, yeah, it's gonna happen because I want to do it. But then in other cases, you know, when we were making, for example, Oscar's Hotel, we didn't just stick to our first idea. We went through loads of different tangents, loads. So this is somewhat me, just because sometimes yeah, sometimes no. I hope this makes sense. 31, follow a straight line of reasoning. Little me, I think. No, wait, what am I saying? Mostly me. Oh shit, have I been getting little me and mostly me confused? Somewhat me. Let's say somewhat, I think. Somewhat. 32. Help make people feel comfortable by engaging in hosting and caretaking. Yes, of course, I like to try and make people feel comfortable in my presence. I would say exactly me. 33. Lay out methods for others to complete tasks in time and resource-efficient ways. This is a leadership question, isn't it? This is saying, are you a leader? Obviously, with directing and such, you kind of have to be. I am not the strongest leader. In the past, I would struggle to ask for help. Now I would absolutely 100% say, hey, I need some people to help me with this thing. I would say I'll just go in the middle, somewhat me. Readily communicate personally to all members of a group feeling unity. I would say so. I think so. I believe so. Yep. 35. Fine tune a definition or concept to support a theory, perspective, or framework. I can't think of many scenarios that I found myself having to use this sort of logic here. I would probably say little me. I don't know why I'm speaking in slow motion. 36. Evaluate what is worth believing in and most important to who you really are inside. Exactly me. I do think about that a lot. 37. Weave into the current dynamics of a situation aspects of other random contexts. If that's saying what I think it's saying, I think I do that. Yeah, that's mostly me. I would say. 38. Spur action and pull off results simply by making your presence felt. I don't think so. Is this saying my mere presence is going to bring results? You need to actually do something. You can't just show up and be like, right, I'm here, everything is good. Unless you're All Might. 39. Transform yourself by focusing inward on a specific way you foresee you will need to be. Little me, I think sometimes, a little bit, yeah. 40. Fulfill the same regular work or activity every day at a comfortable pace. Not me. No, every day, actually, let me correct you there, me. I do actually heavily enjoy and rely on routine. Generally my mornings always look exactly the same. Wake up early, have breakfast, exercise in some way. And then the rest of the day is a blank slate. It could be anything. The routine aspect is somewhat me, but then it's like the rest of the day is like, I don't know what's gonna happen. 41. Merge and feel intimate oneness with other people. Merge. Do I merge with other people? What was that sound? Oh my God. Why am I struggling to answer this question? Yes. Somewhat. 42. Stick to making decisions based on impersonal measures such as points earned. Well, if I make this decision, I'm gonna earn more points, so I will do that no matter how it makes everyone feel. Not really. Just little bit actually, yeah. 43. Continually examine if choices harmonize with important beliefs. Ooh. Yeah, for sure. Before I do or say something, I do try to take into account, is this what I believe in? I'm not perfect at it, sure, but I try. 44. Take apart something to figure out the principle on which it works. I think this is something that I should do, but I don't. I should do it, but I don't. That is not me. 45. Push your mental limits to complete an array of innovative achievements. Now, if I say exactly me, is that gonna come across really big-headed? That is mostly me. Who am I kidding? That's exactly me. I'm sorry if that seems big-headed. I don't mean it to be. If there's something I want to achieve, I give it my all. 46. Point out discrepancies between how things are and the way they have always been. Yeah, I think mostly me. If this is saying what I think it's saying, I think this is mostly me. 47. Trust what emerges from brainstorming. Yeah. Exactly me. The idea creation concept is incredibly important. Just because something looks kind of silly because it came out of nowhere doesn't mean it necessarily is. It just needs nurturing, needs loving. An idea needs to grow. You need to plant it, water it like a seed, and it could become something. So I trust, I trust it all. I trust it all. 48. Final question. Easily get in sync physically with people and things around you. Oh no. Not to say I don't do it, it's just not easy. Okay, so we've got a few additional things here. I don't really have any comments, but I will fill these out as best I can. Your MBTI. Well, I said I was an INFJ, didn't I? Okay. Submit. Okay, let's have a little look then. What's it come up with? So as I predicted, there is no pretty 3D modeled archetype here to tell us what we are, but there is a lot of text. A profile of your cognitive development is presented below based on how you have described yourself. Profile below is based on your responses. The number of squares indicate the strength of response. So this is the stuff. Extroverted sensing, 24. Is that high? Or no? Introverted sensing, 33. Okay, right, I see. Extroverted intuition, 26. Introverted intuition, 28. Extroverted thinking, 20. Introverted thinking, 15. Whoa, it's unused? Interesting. Extroverted feeling, 45. Introverted feeling, 46. So these are very similar then. All right, so what's it giving me then? By focusing on the strongest configuration of cognitive processes, your pattern of responses most closely matches individuals of this type, ISFJ, so it's changed. Lead dominant process, introverted sensing. Support auxiliary process, extroverted feeling. Okay, so there we go. Different test, similar result, very, very similar result. So how do I feel after doing that and being told this information? I don't know, is it normal to feel kind of like almost nothing by it? I guess I wasn't expecting to have some kind of magical, profound realization. I think there was even a question in that test about that, and I answered, no, I'm not likely to get a profound, magical realization. So what am I left feeling? I'm still just me. I've forgotten the letter combination. What was it? ISFJ, am I now gonna put that in my Twitter bio and say this is what I am? No, I don't think so. I think maybe I'm just not quite intelligent enough to understand exactly what this is saying. And I know it's meant to be a cognitive thing, so it's not entirely things that are at the front of our brain. It's like wedged in there somewhere. I think the most insightful thing for me personally with this whole test is being asked the question, how would you react in this situation? And me actually thinking, well, now I've not really thought about that before, but I know I do these things. So that's the thing I find really interesting. But when I get to the end of these tests, my brain turns to mush. Maybe someone in the comments who is much smarter than me could explain it. I think I need to talk to someone. I think I need to talk to someone who is an expert in this field, who can analyze me. I don't know exactly what I was hoping to get out of this video. I don't know what you were hoping to get out of this video, but I hope that we all got it. I think I'm gonna read a little bit more about this and try to understand it as best I can, but if you do have any more clarity for me, please do put it in the comments below. Thank you for watching, everybody. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new around here. And also hit the notification bell so you get updates of when I upload a video. Cool. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take it easy, stay rad, wash your hands, wear a mask. Much love, see you later, goodbye.